Outside the world's top 1,000 a year ago, Tiger Woods continued his comeback at last week's Hero World Challenge with plenty to smile about. He's now safely back inside the top 20 following his first win in 5 years at the Tour Championship. And our resident coach Mitchell Spearman assessed him on the range in the Bahamas.
You know, it's fantastic to see Tiger back, right? I think it was a year ago today that we saw Tiger reappear on the scene, and who knew 1 year later that he was actually going to win a tournament on the PGA Tour and have such a successful year and go from outside 1,000 on the world rankings to inside the top 20, 25. So what happened for Tiger Woods? What was different? Obviously his body and his back was right, but the golf swing seemed to look so much better this year. I saw better levels in his swing. I saw less court and underneathness coming down. I saw just classic iron shots that Tiger plays. I mean, his iron play is so dependable. And I think the stats show that this year his iron play was phenomenal. We all know if he drives the ball well, he's going to have a big week. And it got better in so many ways. What is it he did? I think he didn't have a golf instructor this year, which is fascinating, right? Here's a guy who's always worked with coaches, and this year he went alone. I think he decided he knew his game and his swing better than anybody else. He actually trusted himself, and he built his swing the way it needs to be. When Tiger goes wrong, at times, you know, he takes the club head and it stays a little bit too outside on his hands on the way back, and you know, the transition gets a little bit quick. And there's always the thing with Tiger Woods is on the range, his swing always looks the best of anybody's. On the golf course, does the rhythm and the tempo stay the same, or does the backswing get a little short? And he always transitions hard and pushes down into the ground to his left side. And when that happens a little bit too much, then obviously we get a sort of what I would almost call a two-way miss, whether it's the block or the flip over. I got to think that Tiger's going to have a good year to come. I think that win at the Tour Championship was extraordinary for him. The Ryder Cup was a tough week. I think a little fatigue set in there after 6 out of 7 weeks of playing. He talked early in the week about if actually he had won earlier in the year, it might not have been the best thing for him. It would have been too soon. So he knows his game's in good shape across the board, and I think we should see something out of him quite remarkable in 2019 with the majors. So let's have a look and just watch a couple of his swings here and just see what makes Tiger Woods what he is right now. What is the new Tiger Woods swing looking like? It's just free movement. I see him definitely putting a little more pressure onto the right side than some tendencies he got into a while, and just his levels and his height coming down, and just the club is just, we use the word released. I mean, it's just fully maxed out here through the ball, and his range of motion looks so free. You look at a guy like that, there's no way you're going to say he had a back operation, a back fusion, you know, a spine fusion. There's no way that you would say that. To me right now, one thing I'm noticing him is he's got his head just a little tilted this way, so he's got a little more spine tilt working here. And I know he put more loft on his driver with a different shaft, and I think that made a big difference to him too. And when you go this way, this little tilt in your shoulders actually creates a little bit more of an up angle through the ball, and it takes the pressure out of your spine. So if your head's here and you stay down through the ball, that puts more pressure on your spine. If your head's here, it rotates up and out of the way, a little bit like, say, Henrik Stenson does. So I'm seeing that in his change. There's a subtle little change. And I think that's what the difference is this year, is Tiger, by owning his own swing and not depending on a golf coach, is using little things to make the difference. Like I think his arm positions at address have maybe changed ever so slightly. They look a little more taut together there. There's no slack. There used to be this tendency of a little bit of slack in this right elbow as he started his swing. So I think Tiger Woods knows his golf swing as better as he ever has in his whole career. I think the great thing for Tiger Woods is not just being able to play golf, but to enjoy his life. He made a statement in the press not too long ago saying it was about being able to play with his kids again, and I think that's right. And he also made a statement, his kids called him the YouTube golfer. You know, they'd seen everything he'd done on YouTube, and now he's actually doing it for them. So I think life feels so good for Tiger Woods. He's playing golf, he's not in pain, he's playing remarkably well. And I think for him, that's all upside. I listened to him last night in the Pro-Am dinner, and the guy is just as happy as can be. It's really great to see Tiger Woods content and happy with life and golf.